Oh,
Andre Werner from the Minnesota Freeze.
yep. What did you get up to this morning, Andrew?
This morning we had tea with the Prime Minister's significant other at the Killbilly House. It was Dan Sauerbeck and I, and then Becky and Helen went from the women's team. And we went and had tea, and they had all kind of the dignitaries of the tournament there. And we got to mingle with all the captains from the other teams. And it was pretty good. A couple guys went up and gave a speech. And so yeah, it was kind of formality for the tournament, but it was a good experience.
And then what happened after the tea?
And then afterwards, we were walking out with Tom Harley, who was ex-captain of Geelong. He just retired just last year. And with Brett Kirk and those guys were going to go to grab a bite to eat, and we just happened to be standing there, and Tom invited us all to have lunch with him. So we went to just a local Italian place and had a couple of pizzas with him, but we would have sat and talked for an hour and a half about their experiences with the sport, their leadership opportunities in their own clubs, with Tom being at Geelong and winning a couple of premierships, and then with Brett Kirk captaining Sydney Swans. And it was great to just kind of discuss with them the sport here in Australia and the sport in the States, kind of get their kind of perception of the sport, and just to listen to them talk just between the two about being a captain of their clubs, and to have them give us the time that they did was a highlight of the trip.
Did they happen to watch any of our matches on Saturday?
Brett saw our match against Canada, and Tom hasn't been out to watch any of the games yet today, or this tournament. I think he might come out today. Brett's coming out tonight too, and then Brett will be coming out when we're down in Melbourne for a few of the matches. So it was really cool to have those guys take an interest in not only our team and the games that we're having, but just the USAFL in general, and how we're going, and how our teams came about, and the players, and our home clubs, and all that sort of stuff. They were very cordial, respectable, and it was just an honor to be able to have lunch with them.
And what's on tap for tonight?
On tap, we got Japan at 5 o'clock, and it sounds like we should do well against them. They're a little bit smaller. They've been training together for about the last year, so I think we'll have the experience on them, but they have been training the last few years, or the last few months all together, whereas all our boys have just come together just this past week. So they'll know how to play with each other, but I think in the end we'll be more physical and more skillful, and we'll come out on top.
All right, thanks, Tiger. Good luck.